Alright guys, so I'll make another quick video. This is just another important tip for those that do use the Bollinger Bands, which would be not your moving average, but it says Bollinger, Bollinger Bands. These are my settings. 20 is the period. Your 20 period is your middle band. Your midline, your middle line is the one that's crossing with your 10-day moving average. So you got the 10-day, the 10 simple moving average, which I have, and the 20-day. And you can see what I have here. It's all set. It's all default settings. I don't mess around with this. And I just want to let you guys know that this is what I use here. What's good? What's good? You can clearly see the 10-day here, 10 period. That's 10-day moving average. Simple. Okay. How you can find these is click on the main window, and you just want to add indicators. You can see that on the trend you have the Bollinger Bands and moving average. I want to show you guys a important tip here for those that are using this is gold on the daily chart. Now I'm gonna zoom in right here. Let me zoom in here. You can clearly see I have a buy. The best time to buy was at the very bottom outside the band. Anytime it's outside the band, like especially going down like this pretty hard, you can buy it, because it's got to come back inside the band. It's got to come back inside the band. I know it's on the daily chart. It's going to take some time for it to come back inside, but it will come back inside to close it back inside. That's one way of using the Bollinger Bands, especially for those that are scalping. I'm going to show you guys another perfect example. Let's see here. I think USDK got one going on. Clearly see right here, same perfect setup that I sell on the daily chart. You can clearly see that USD CAD is coming back. You can see this wick here. It was a bull candle. You can clearly see that it's coming back down to close inside the Bollinger Bands. Yes, it's on a massive uptrend, but I'm just scalping it. This is one way of looking at. When to scalp the sell and when to scalp the buy. Very, very important to not get yourself caught, because when you see a massive breakout like this, you can short it, but you have to expect another breakout. This is two solid bull candles on the daily chart breaking outside the band. So you have to look. Sometimes you're going to have to look at the 4 hour. Sometimes you have to look at the 1 hour. When it does a massive breakout outside the band, it's really, really good to just get in on a sell when it's breaking out like this, or a buy. Let me go back to gold here. Just like this on gold. And so, like I said, the best time to buy gold was when gold's at 1278 or 1277, where it was. They shot it down, and clearly see it's coming right back to close inside the Bollinger Bands. So this is another very important tip for those that are using it and don't understand when to get in and scalp it. It's a really perfect setup right here. These are all default settings. I'm not changing anything. So clearly you can see that you click the F button here, and you go straight to your indicator settings. Like I said, the moving average is 10, shift is 0, method is simple, apply to open. I don't know why I have apply to open. It's supposed to be closed. I'm gonna click done. It's supposed to be closed. I have, yeah. And then you can see here for the Bollinger Bands, 20-day moving average, the shift is 0, deviations is 2.0, and apply to close. When you click on the style here, you can make the width. I make it 4 pixels so I can see the thickness and the boldness of the lines a little bit better. I mean, that's just me. You don't have to. But I'm zooming back out, and you can clearly see that that's a good time to buy it. It's got to come inside the bands. I'm not saying this is like a perfect example, but when you catch a perfect entry like this using the Bollinger Bands, it's the best time to get it. I mean, I'm gonna go back to USD CAD. USD CAD is a pretty good setup. Outside the band, you can see this new daily candle is pushing back down to close inside the band. So very important, and you can clearly see that it's almost a 70 on the RSI, and I have another video explaining the RSI and the stochastic and why I don't use the MACD anymore, and how you can push the stochastic into the MACD, how you can make the stochastic oscillate like a MACD. So that's another video I'm going to make throughout the whole week. I got a bunch of other tips, techniques that I'm going to put out on YouTube for you guys. So just stay tuned. Like I said, I've just been out all day for Father's Day. So got other things that I'm working on as well. But yeah. And I hope this video helps you guys out, clarifies on, looking at the Bollinger Bands. That way you can get in on a quick setup on buying and selling when the candles are outside the band, especially like this on a daily chart.